everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is bouncing for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Stafford's Lions going up against Dalton's Bengals.
Well, the snow started about 2 hours ago, and it doesn't show any signs of letting up soon as we join you from Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Detroit Lions. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Everybody, I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, we should look to the war up front. The Bengals are top 10 in rushing yards, and they're going up against the Lions team that will need to keep the running game in check.
Well, the snow started about 2 hours ago, and it doesn't show any signs of letting up soon as we join you from Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Detroit Lions. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the rookie from Oklahoma, it's Joe Mixon, takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Again, it's Mixon. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Third down from the gun. Dalton. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Paul Warlow. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So here come the Lions now. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
Second down following the run. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Now Riddick. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball. And that way, you often control the game.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Play action. Stafford steps away to his left, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The rookie from Kansas State, Jordan Willis, and that'll bring up 4th down. I was waiting for them to get there first because the momentum they carry from last week, unbelievable. They had a snowman, 8 sacks.
You were surprised that it took this long, and this isn't that long, truthfully. But here's the thing. If you've seen that on tape, your offensive line is going to have to ask for help. Tight end has to stay in. If you use a fullback, keep him in. Make sure you have extra people to try and keep your quarterback upright. Didn't work on that play.
And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. And there is nothing easy about being a kicker on a day like this.
Yeah, I tell you, not only is the footing tough in the snow, but kicking that ball is like kicking a rock. Very difficult to get any sort of feel on your kicks.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Dalton with a give here to Mixon. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
2nd down, Dalton. And over the middle, it's LaFell. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense. And the wideout in motion. They'll run here with Mixon. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. A first scoring update now from Carolina. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. Dalton on the draw to Mixon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in. And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. here from the gun. Looking for the end zone. But it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. This a 43-yard attempt. And Bullock will put this one through. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. The return man here, T.J. Jones. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Around the NFL, here's a little bit of a surprise from New Orleans. And it's an early lead there for the Saints. Still a lot of football left in that affair, but we will for sure keep an eye on it. They go play action here on first down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Here's Riddick. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they did. Allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 3rd down and a yard to start things out. They go back to Riddick. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The rookie from Kansas State, Jordan Willis. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, You're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys, but let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
To throw on second down is Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground.
We've got plenty of weather here today. We've got some snow going on, and they've come out of a dome. And there have been two ways of getting ready for this. Some have said, don't worry about the weather. Just practice in your normal conditions and handle it on game day. And others have said, find some weather, find some conditions somewhere, and try and get ready. What do you think?
Well, whatever the preparation there, the snow causing the fumble. Let's see what Dalton can do after the fumble recovery. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. He was trying to find Ladarius Green there as tight end. And it's second down. Shift together here from the D-line. On the toss, Mixon. And some room to maneuver. Dashing through the snow. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. We remind you, no night game tonight on Christmas Eve, but we make that up with 2 games under your tree tomorrow. Oh, that's nice. Yes. I'm just reading the card. I got to give props to our writer, Ed Brady, there. But we start with the Steelers and Texans at 4:30 Eastern, followed by the Raiders and Eagles, a Super Bowl 15 rematch. You impressed that I know that?
I'm very much impressed that you know that. Who was the MVP?
Yep, that'll be at 8:30 Eastern from Philadelphia. On the ground, it's Reddick. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Kid had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. With a carry. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack. The offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Now the left-footed punter in his 9th year, Kevin Huber, on to kick. Back deep is the former Seahawk, Golden Tate. Now it's Tate. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Lions will take over. Around the NFL, we've got a 2nd quarter score. It's the Chargers out to an early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. On 1st down at Stafford. He hits Riddick underneath. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Two minutes remain here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. Four yards remaining now on 2nd down. The shotgun snap for Stafford. Out to the flat for Riddick. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
So 2nd and 10 here. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. To the right and complete to Galladay. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
3rd and 2, Stafford. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. To the left side here for Eifert. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard. And Detroit getting set to go now. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Yeah, get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he takes this down deep into Cincinnati territory. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Theo Riddick, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And a right side completion here by LaFell. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Elsewhere, a score update from New Orleans. And it's an early lead there for the Saints. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. So we're at halftime here on Christmas Eve, as we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess that in the locker room, they talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On 1st and 10, Stafford. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Third and long. It's Stafford. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him. And that is sack number 15 for him on the year. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Mixon. And some room to work. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Now Mixon. Sharp move, but can't find much space. Dropped just inside the 20. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Second down, 9 yards to go. Now Dalton. And he rifles one incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Now the Bengals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. Now the Bengals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Andy Dalton. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, this from 33. And Bullock will put this one through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So it's only 3 points on this opening drive of the 3rd quarter. And even though that stretches out the lead, Charles, I think you'd have to consider this a win for the defense, no?
Couldn't agree more, Brandon. That offense got themselves in prime position, really opened up this ball game, but the drive stalled out. And yeah, 3 points is very easy to get back in today's NFL.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. So out now come the Lions. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Checking the NFL scoreboard there in the 3rd at MetLife Stadium. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. A decent run there following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here, because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now the second-year man from South Dakota State. It's Zach Zenner. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Detroit. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals getting set to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Pretty nice move, but not a ton of space there. They stop him shy of the 25. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
6 yards to go here on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Checking the NFL scoreboard there in the 3rd at MetLife Stadium. Chargers continue to pull away. They have opened that lead up even further. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Dalton throwing on 2nd down. Dumps it off to Mixon. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Play clock winding down. It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. He completes it to Peake. Flashed the stick skills on that run, but then stopped shy of the 35. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 34. The ball still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. So this defense gets an assist from the goalpost, and as a result, it's going to keep them within 1 score.
Yeah, and that looked to be good the whole way. But that is a big break here in the 4th quarter of a football game. Now your offense needs to find a way to capitalize.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And a give this time to the tailback. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Second down following the run. Out of the gun, Stafford. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. So Stafford forced to depart. And look who's going to get a shot here in relief. It's Robert Griffin III. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
And now a 1st down following that long gain. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. 2nd and goal to go now. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Their fullback try and push the pile. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bengals are going to get the football back. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is Do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. Now they run with Mixon. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Dalton gives to Bernard. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. A 4th quarter score from the Meadowlands. Chargers continue to pull away. They have opened that lead up even further. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute.
We all knew the situation. We're in the 4th quarter. Who's going to step up and make the big play? Well, we just saw it, didn't we? Took their shot, downfield, got it, and now they're in a great position to take the lead.
Prater on to add the extra point. And the conditions miserable for a kicker and a holder, but this one's good, and with it, they take the lead. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. And it's complete to Ladarius Green. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. Second down. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. He's back to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Lions looking like they're going to come away with a victory. Stafford down to a knee, and with it, he's going to ensure his guys a victory. Oh, partner, there's...